Hello. I think I was muted. Thank you. I didn't notice. How is the audio? It should be good. Anyway, all I said was exactly what happened. We had, oh my god, we're passing. We got forward, and then that's it. We're passing. I assume we have some kind of charmies, maybe? That's why we're passing on nothing. But, it could be pretty bad. Okay. Foolish, what does this mean? Does this mean Crystron? This could mean Crystron. Hi, April. Good afternoon. Hello. Yeah, it does mean Crystron. We're sending Smyga. Yeah, so in case you don't know what this is a Worlds format match. So it's T2 League just like before Season 2, but this season it's going to be Worlds format. So these are playing with shared card pool just like they do in Worlds. And this is the first game that we're watching. Hello, Phoebe. Hello, Phoebe. I will pin your message. Thank you, Phoebe. Yeah, so this should be pretty good for Crystron, given that Mermail didn't play. But I'm pretty sure without Millennium cards, we probably don't kill, right? Even assuming that there is no hand traps. I think there's a chance that we don't kill. And then Mermail into a board with 7 cards could be pretty good. Who's top player? Oh, right, we can't see who it is. What a great overlay they have created for this. This is Drizzles. It's Drizzles on the top. I've always wondered if T2 is an org or more of a clan. It's a team, but I wouldn't think too deeply about it. It's pretty much just a group of friends who are pretty good at the game. But they are hosting this league. So they do, okay, we do have a Charmy. And we also have a Millennium. It is a team, yeah. But we are hosting this league. And obviously we're not playing in it. It's actually so kind of disappointing that we can't see the top player. We might have to edit the overlay for that. Overlay looks good on its own, but it isn't working well with Mastodon. Yeah. Okay, the Charmy's resolved. The thing is that, okay, we have another Charmy. The thing here is that Millennium cards don't have to play into Charmies. Like, the Golem isn't gonna give a draw. And it's almost lethal just on its own. I mean, it is lethal if we summon the Doomed. They'll get 2 draws, but that's just lethal on its own. We will fix it? Okay. And I don't see what you could draw that stops this. If you draw Impums, it would have to be Nibiru that you draw. We know we're not playing Impums, I guess, because we're playing Sekka. But like Ash and Charmies aren't going to do anything at this point. And actually, Nibiru doesn't even work, because this is the 4th summon. So, even though we have 6 cards, I'm pretty sure we're just attacking. Baron is also an option. I don't see why. We would just try to go battle phase here. It would have to be like some kind of bestial, but we'd even need like a Vela on top of that to get a dark monster or a light monster. So this is just going to be lethal. Okay, so that is 1 win for McDonald's. That should be this one. Nice. Doom Dragon is so cool. I agree. I really love Doom Dragon as well. So that was the first match to finish. Let's watch Mordred, and we'll watch the game from the beginning. As always with these matches, it is going to be hard to follow every single game because they play 3 at a time. You agree? Yeah, Doom Dragon is amazing. Okay, so NDA going first again in this match with 1-for-1 in Memento. That's going to get impulsed and we don't have a play, so we pass. Okay, Mordred probably on Malice, yeah. And we have Dormouse. This Mordred is the real T2 Mordred? Yes, it is the real Mordred. Okay, so we have an extender as well. We do get max seed though. I'm pretty sure we're just gonna try and kill. Or not. We're not gonna try and kill. Okay, this is kind of interesting. So we went... Okay. Why didn't we try to kill, first of all? I feel like I would have tried to kill. And, secondly, we started the turn with Fusion Chain Droplet, which is pretty good. So now the Crypta doesn't have a disruption. Droplet? You mean they felt the droplet in the damage step and that's why they didn't do anything? Is that what you mean? Okay, we have Akihiron in the hand. Why did we add Akihiron? What is the reason there? I guess we're gonna try and use Darkblade, so it's a good discard. We're going after this back row. We are live now, by the way, right? Yeah, we're live. Okay, normal sleepy. We didn't use effect. Were we just trying to go Typhon? I guess so. Or activate Fusion. Yeah, it would be activate Fusion first. Mordred wants to summon March Hare, and we're gonna chain Callbite to the other March Hare. And chain another Droplets. Okay, so now this doesn't have a disruption. Not that it did anyway, but it would have after the Callbite resolves. Right? It's just to shuffle for Banished. Yeah. So now we're going to use the Graveyard effect of Fusion. Now it's really important that we have Akihiron, because Bone Party would do nothing. I guess we could get another Fusion, which is fine. But we could trigger the Akihiron here. That would have allowed us to get Bone Party, if we wanted. Why is Fusion better? Wouldn't Bone Party be better? I guess the difference is that we get to keep the Akihiron body. Oh, Mace is actually in the graveyard, so that kind of makes some sense. No, we could have still revived it with Witch. But this is fine. Still the same thing. Probably target this. Okay, no, they're targeting Sleepy. Oh, by the way, do we want to do a... Okay, we have another impulse. Cool. Reporting in, howdy. Hello. Do we want to do a prediction real quick? Drizzy? Do you want to do a prediction for the whole match? Like, who's going to win the whole match? That would be pretty appropriate. What would you like? Just who's going to win the match? McDonald's or NDA? I'm gonna win the whole match? Okay, Aqua. If you say so. But yeah, one way or another we get to King here. Creation King. And that's apparently gonna be enough. Mordred is scooping to that, which makes sense because we did trigger Akihiron, so all we have to do is send the big guy, summon the big guy, and attack, and that's the end of the game. Okay, so that is Mordred losing, which means the score is 1-1. And we do play 3 sets, by the way. We do play 3 sets, so it's going to be first to 5 for this set, and then first to 5 for the next set. And then if it's tied, they play a 3rd set, but that set will be best of 3. It's up? Okay. Prediction is up. It's currently still 1-1, so there's no real advantage to be gained. Okay. So NDA won all 3 coin flips, by the way. Starting with Dormouse. So we're just going to do what looks to be a regular combo. Yeah, to Appaloosa. Then activate. Yeah, this is like a regular 1-card combo. With a set card, which could be the trap, it could be a bluff. This is, the player's called Bobo, by the way. I don't know who this is, but just because you can't see the name. It's Scar. Why is Bobo Scar? Why isn't he just using his real name? I have no idea. Okay, well this is Scar at the top. Cool. Okay, so we made a normal 1-card combo. And we have Maxi. Wow, okay. And it's resolved. Okay. I was gonna say that looks pretty bad, but Heavy Storm is pretty good. That means we're playing Tempai. And that means we could easily win. The Maxi doesn't mean that much. Typical Scar. Okay. Lightning Storm. Yeah, okay. No hand traps in the graveyard to add back. So, pretty much, it's whatever hand traps you draw versus 2 Tempai cards. That should be enough. Even if you have Ash, this is going to be Transcendent in main. Or not. Okay. Wait, why did they play it this way? Oh, because they just have cold buy. Okay, good job, Scar. You drew the hand. I was gonna say, if they didn't draw cold buy, this was, or Kaiman, this was a really bad line. You should have used the Sangan summoning. Okay, we do have a Bestial, so this is not actually over. We're gonna get a lot of bodies. But it should be winning. If you have Sangan summoning on the field, there's no way this is good enough. Oh, but we have Impulse. Okay. Wait, isn't this the wrong use of Impulse? Shouldn't we have used Impulse on, like, Biden or something? I'm pretty sure we should have used it on Biden, or on this Pydra here. The time that they used it was like the one time where it wouldn't do anything. Am I missing something? I think that was just a really bad impulse. Oh, we had Kaiman as well, by the way. We actually needed that Kaiman to win. They could impulse the Biden and be fine? Yeah. Yeah. I guess they still wouldn't have been, just because we had the Kaiman. But imagine that they didn't know about the Kaiman. Or we didn't have the Kaiman, right? Like, you should not impulse the Chandra there. Okay. Well, that's going to be 2 wins for McDonald's. Not this one. This one. That's like the best hand in the deck. Is it the best hand in the deck? It's the only hand that can't activate Pydra, because you already have both targets. So another board breaker would be better than the Kaiman. But yeah, having Cold Buy for Ash when it's like the only good card against you is kind of crazy. Anyway, we have more games here. Let's go back to Drizzles. Okay, finally McDonald's win a coin flip. Starting with Foolish again. Okay, the players do have 2 decks each, and they can swap at any time, so we don't have to see the same decks. But I would be expecting to see the same decks. Just because Malice and Crystron, they're some of the best decks. Tempai is also pretty good. Hello there, April. Hello. Okay, doesn't look like we have any hand traps. Could have a Nibiru. This was the Mermail player, right? No, this was not the Mermail player. Who's playing at the top? It's Drizzles. I know, I'm sorry for the overlay. T2 is crazy unprofessional. Tenderness. Hello. Hello, Margaret. I don't remember what this player was playing. This must have been the Malice player. Right? No. Yes. I don't remember. I'm stupid. But we'll find out soon enough. There's also no subs in this format, I believe. No subs because I guess that would be too many decks to have to make for a shared card pool. And you don't have subs at Worlds, so that makes sense. Subs have to use the exact decks of the person they're replacing, if I remember correctly. Oh, is that how it works? Yeah, so if they have a sub player, it has to use the exact same decks. Which is a crazy rule because if the decks have to be identical, then subbing somebody in is basically just, you know, telling your player that you suck, get out, and replace them with a different one. So that's kind of a weird rule, not gonna lie. When plays your team? We actually did play yesterday, and we unfortunately lost our first match. It's not really my team anymore. I did kind of give it up to somebody else because I didn't want to run it. But I am still a member of it. I think it's for when someone's internet starts suddenly sucking. That makes sense too. Yeah, that does make sense. Or if they have to go. Infinity is not in the extra monster zone, by the way, which is normally where it goes. I guess when you know the matchups, you kind of know that you don't need to worry about that. You can sub when someone has an issue that does not let you play the game anymore. Yeah, fair enough. What goat would create this? I don't know. I don't know. We lost a WMGP match because our sub member's Wi-Fi died out of nowhere, so I like the sub option. In CC 3v3, a tree fell on my connection. What do you mean by that? What do you mean a tree fell on your connection? What's the best monster flavor? Nitro. Okay, so we did not do anything where we searched for the trap, which probably just means we have the trap. So Citri, Tristaros, Infinity, Trap, and three unknowns. One of which is a back row. And we are live now. Okay, I like starting with Darkblade here. If you snipe the trap, that's decent value. And if they chain it, at least your Darkblade gets destroyed. Discarding another Darkblade, though, means we're vulnerable to Cold Buy. Yeah, that's exactly what I was worried about. I hate it when this happens. Same with Diabellstar. Discard Diabellstar, and you get Cold Buyed. It feels so bad. Oh, it literally fell on the power connection, that's what you mean? I hope nobody says trap tricks. I'm pretty sure they're talking about the energy drink. Okay, so we can't activate this Darkblade. Or we can, but it'll be negated. Growl, hello. This should be pretty good for drizzles. I just arrived, is she dead? What do you mean? What do you mean? Am I dead? Hello, Haas. Hello. I wonder if okay, with just Chainlink 1 Cold Buy. You don't see that very often. I was just about to say, I wonder if it was better to chain Tristaros to the Darkblade and then chain the Cold Buy, just because Memento's best extenders, especially after using its normal summon, are all spells. So maybe having the Dragster on the board would have been good. We have Droplets though, which is pretty good. Sending just one. This can be negated by Infinity. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't negate though, because you're playing into things if you negate, right? If you choose to negate, then they can chain, like, I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter too much, but I think you would let it resolve rather than negating. Okay, so we do get value out of this Darkblade. We get to attack over... Wait, why are we attacking this? Do we not have a play? Is that why we are attacking Infinity? Because we could have attacked over this if we were just trying to force disruption. Maybe we just don't have anything. Who's on the Donald's roster? The McDonald's roster? This is Drizzles at the top. They have Mordred and they have Scar. Okay, end of battle phase. They're going to use Citri. But they are still going to make Dragster. Okay. Considering that they tried to end the battle phase, I would have guessed that there's, like, nothing left. Yeah. Okay. So, Drizzles wins that one. Oh, two more of the... All the matches have ended. Okay. Well, let's have a look. So, Scar won. Drizzles won, we just watched that. And Mordred lost. So that's 1 for NDA and 2 for McDonald's. Which means it's 4-2. So in the last set, NDA has to sweep. They have to go 3-0 if they want to win the set. We could watch these matches, but I'm pretty sure they're going to get straight into these ones. And I don't want to miss the live ones. Yeah. Like I said, it's unfortunate that you can't really watch all of them. We might do it if there's time afterwards. Let's watch a different player. Let's watch Mordred and Flavio. What decks are everyone playing? There was Tempai, there was Malice, and there was Crystron for McDonald's. You should watch all the replay? You want me to watch all the replay right now? I guess we could. Let's watch Mordred lose. Two times speed. Yeah, we will speed through it. Okay, I'm looking at this hand at the bottom. It looks absolutely insane. Okay, what the hell? So, I didn't even look at Mordred's hand. Nib, Impum, Crossout, Impulse, and Allure. Would you even use Allure? I guess you would. You have the Crossout, you feel relatively safe. But look at this hand. Even if we drew a normal Malice hand, this hand was probably going to beat you, right? Magna, Ash, Impulse, and then Malice and Underground, and Chessie. That would have won, surely. So, yeah. We don't need to watch the rest of this. I'm pretty sure they're just going to win. They even drew another extender. Scar won again. So let's see what happens this time. Howdy, April. Hello. McDo is going for the Big Mac. Very funny. Okay, this is going first with a brick. This doesn't do anything, but it is 3 hand traps. It's 3 hand traps, but we have Chandra. Like, come on. You feel relatively safe because you have Ash, but they have Chandra. Yeah, like what are you gonna do? Scar with the weakest Tenpai hands, I know. And we don't need to see the rest of this. And we watched the Drizzles game. Okay, so let's go watch these games. Let's watch Mordred versus Flavio. NDA's team icon is very funny. Is it? I don't know what it is. Am I uncultured? I don't know what it is. Oh my god, Mermel going first every game? End phase. Okay, so we got ashed and then that's it. That makes sense. We drew a brick, except for Teos, and then they ashed it. They've not opened great? No, they haven't. Another alert? Is this a blind alert? Chaining Maxi so that we don't draw an out. Already have the out, never mind. Double Ash. Discard hand. Yeah, that would be very funny. It would be even worse than the previous game, though, because when your opponent has clearly bricked, if you don't have any darks, going for a blind allure is even worse. But we have a real banish this time. It's the icon for the Brazilian Federal Tax Institute. It means nothing to declare. Oh, okay, I see. That's pretty funny. Has it always meant that? Because I've never knew that. Okay, we have Dormouse as well. Crazy lore, yeah. I've seen NDA players forever, but I never knew that that's what the team was named after. You mean it's not non-disclosure agreement? I guess it could have been that. Okay, what is Mordred doing? All we have to do is find a way to kill without inting into Nibiru. That's really the thing that should be on his mind right now. Okay, going for Lizardos. So we're drawing a card. Right? Then if you banish a monster there's a reptile. Oh no. No, you don't draw a card. Shut up, Haas. Okay, so we're continuing like this. Does this mean that we don't have any extenders? Because the hesitation makes me think that they don't have an extender. Because Nibiru is kind of scary, right? March Hare's in hand? Yeah, but they already added it back. What does March Hare do? I guess it banishes this. They're using it now. Is the stream being laggy? Is it lagging for you guys? It looks laggy on my screen. Okay, access code. How are we supposed to beat Nibiru here? Maybe we're just not beating it. A little? Okay. Hello, Gara. Hello. It's fine now? Yeah. Okay, we do have a hand trap, but it's not what we need at this point. What group is this? I have no idea. C? Okay, I'll trust Haas. Who play Nib and Mermail? Well, it's not about whether they play it, it's just about you can't lose to anything else, so you might as well find a way to lethal that can beat Nib. But it's fine. They didn't, but they also didn't have Nib. Okay. That means that McDonald's just wins. They have 5 points, so no matter what happens in the other games, they do win the set. Oh, okay. This is the one player that I did expect to swap decks. Because it's Tempai, they didn't want to get sent first, so they have swapped to Blue Eyes. And it looks like they're absolutely destroying. It's main phase 1, we have everything versus no cards, not even a fusion in graveyard. I'm gonna put money on Scar winning this. Yeah, let's check the other game. Scar's gonna win this one. And the other game is concluded as well. And Drizzle's won. Okay. So that was 7 wins. Best of 9. 7 wins for McDonald's and 2 for NDA. It's pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in here. 7. Drizzle's lost? I don't think Drizzle's lost. Okay. Scar wins, as we expected. Are you sure Drizzle's lost? Oh, he did. He did lose. Okay. Well, it's 6-3, but that doesn't really make any difference. Because they still win the set. So 1-0 to McDonald's. Let's reset these. We didn't watch the Drizzles game, so let's go watch that. It might make a difference. Yeah, but it doesn't make a difference to me. Oh, we're playing Tia. Drizzles is playing Tia now. Wow. And we had Druis one. That is really unfortunate. We went tracked, add engraver, discard engraver. Why did we do that? I guess we didn't want to summon Lurie, which is mandatory. Fair enough. Malice is just gonna win this. I mean, you keep it in hand if it was for follow-up. Malice should win now. There is nothing in the graveyard. Yeah. Why did we play Tia? I wonder why. Christian seems like the better deck. Yeah, they did have Cold Buy for the Shuffler. And another Cold Buy for the hand trap from the Binder. Yeah. Well, it's going to be set 2-time. Although they're not ready yet. Let's look at the scores. Scar has won all 3 games. Well done, Scar. Mordred is 2-2. How is Mordred 2-2? Did Mordred have like a disconnection or something? Okay. Drizzles is 2-1. Lucas 2-1. Okay, 0-4 here. This must have been 3 genuine losses and a disconnect or something. I mean, I don't get why you do it against the one guy you know has Bestials. That is also a good point. Why did we swap to Tia against the Bestial Malice? Tia is threatening in this shared card format, but not against Malice. Is the Tia play a second deck Tempai? No, that second deck is Crystron. That's what they played the other 2 games. Maybe they just wanted to play Tia. They did only need to win one of the 3 games in the final set there, so maybe they just wanted to have some fun. How long do the players have to come back to the table? It shouldn't be very long, right? Because there's no such thing as siding, and there's no such thing as subbing. Really? 5 minutes? That's pretty damn long. Enough for a bathroom break. Fair enough. Okay. Looks like there's no subs. Same players. Let's watch Mordred again. Where are these players? Who's Drizzles? This one, down here. I mean, I don't know who he is in any other, by any other name. It's Drizzles. He is a well-known player though, so. Okay, there we are. Everybody's back, and there's no subs. What if you say Drizzles without the D? Rizzles. True. Okay, we have... Is this Mermail going first again? This is every coin flip for Mermail, but they have lost every game. This time we're gonna Ash the Sekka. That's obviously the right Ash, I think. Is this Flavio my goat? Is he your goat? He is not. He's not cooking. Oh no, we passed again. We passed again. That's 4 Mermail games in a row where we go first and pass. One way or another, we've passed like 4 times. It's super bricky. It's not 4 out of 4 games bricky. And obviously we got ashed this game, it's not the same. We got hand trapped in the other game as well. Okay, normal summon Chessy Cat though. That's not a real starter. We're gonna Fua. And we're gonna Ash Chessy. This probably prompts a pass turn. I'm gonna be honest. We probably pass. Nope, never mind. We have cross out. Mermail is 75% consistent. 1 in 4 games you break. I don't think you can put numbers on brickiness. Really. It's not about just how many starters you draw. It's about, like, how it plays into hand traps. Malice can do a Crypta pass. No, I think they're gonna kill. I think Mordra's gonna kill here. You don't expect... It's the same as before. You don't expect anything other than Nibiru, right? So you just try and kill. It's turn 2? Yeah. Did he normal summon Chessy instead of Dormouse? That's greedy? I don't think it is greedy. Because what are you losing to? You have cross out for Ash, and you're against Mermail. You know that things like Imperm don't exist, because they're a Sekka deck. Loses to Ash? They had cross out. They got ashed. Honestly, you might be right, Vic. Okay, they OTK, this is what we expect. You might be right. They also got forward, and they didn't cross out the Fua. Maybe they were just thinking that they were going to OTK no matter what. Okay. Well, that was 1 win for McDonald's. There we go. Okay, so Lucas went first and bricked. We've got a lot of bricks in this game. And I'm guessing Sky's just gonna put a Hydra on the board and win. Oh, we're playing Fire King. Okay, we did have Vela. And there's no Kaiman. There's 4 back row apparently. Probably just to avoid Into the Void. I wonder how many of those are real. But we still can't play. Fire King also crazy bricky. And then now we have Kaiman. Maxi is not Ash, so they're gonna win. GG's it seems, yeah. It really feels like Fire King and Momel competing for who is the brickiest. Tenpai best deck? It looks that way, yeah. Tenpai is pretty good. I'm the brickiest? Okay, calm down, Fick. Calm down. And we also had this match. Let's watch from NDA's perspective. That's another win for McDonald's, by the way. So they're 2-0 right now. Bricktinium, yeah. So here's the Memento player going first with a lot of combo, but there's 2 hand traps here. Ogre is pretty good on the horse. There's not really a better Ogre than that. Connection failed. We had Impum. Impum on Darkblade was going to win the game. We have no extenders. Okay, well that's unfortunate. NDA is going to win that one. But Drizzle should have won that one. Because obviously they're going to Impum the Darkblade there. So yeah, that's unfortunate. It's keeping the match exciting though. Why are you mad at me, Fake? Why are you swearing at me? Not you? Oh, I thought it was for me. It's okay. Who will win? The duelist or the internet? Find out in the next match. Foob. Yes. Hello, Foob. Hello? Hello. Okay, let's watch Drizzles again this time. Let's see if they disconnect. Is there any interesting deck or tech? There isn't. There is no interesting deck and no interesting tech. I guess Fire King is like the most interesting one. But it's probably just Snake Eye Fire King. Good old standard, yeah. We've seen Malice, Mermail, Crestron, and Blue Eyes. And Tenpai. Okay, let's watch Drizzles. And Tia, yeah, I guess Tia was the most interesting one. Okay, another normal summon Chessy Cat. Actual Abyss tier. Madolche is Abyss tier. It's not BA level, okay? It's not that bad. BA might just be the worst deck in the game. Like, without Beatrice, it was already garbage with Beatrice. And they don't even have Beatrice anymore, remember. Soon branded support? Yeah, that is what matters. Is this resolving? No, it's... Drizzles is responding. If my opponent starts with normal summon Chessy Cat, and they activate the effect, and I have Ash, I'm gonna use the Ash. I think that's what most people would do. So what does this mean that this is? If it's not Ash. Oh. Okay, maybe this is why, because they have Droll and something else. It could be a Maxi or a Charmy, in addition to the Droll, and that could be why they were thinking. It could be Ash, but I think if it's Ash... Yeah, you know what? It could still be Ash. Both of those scenarios would require a think. There's not really anything to Ash at this point. You can't Ash this. Well, you can't search with this. So... That's not getting ashed. I'm pretty sure you should have ashed if you had Ash. And not Droll. Because Droll isn't that good against Malice anyway. And the draw too seems pretty strong. Now we have Underground. Isn't this just full combo without like caring about the draw? Banish Dormouse. Yeah, that Ash is not going to do anything anymore. I think they should have ashed it. Why are you guys talking about Appliancer, by the way? That is an Abyss tier deck. That is a truly Abyss tier deck. I remember playing the solo mode for Appliancer and figuring out how the cards work is like, it's like trying to fix an appliance, you know? Maybe that's the lore that they were going for. It's like so difficult. They're literally washed. They're so bad that they're washed without ever being good. I have a distinct memory of appliances being revealed, and I'm pretty sure the first read, when I first read them, I thought that they were cracked. I thought they were so good. I don't know why. I mean, it was a long time ago. Appliance to have a one-card Yomi combo? Is that true? Does it require bricks? Is it practical? Will Appliancer finally see play? Okay, how do we break this board? It is Crystron. No longer playing Tia, as expected. Crystron is the better deck. You wouldn't play it over Sky Striker, but it's a thing? Fair enough. Okay, we have Sengenjin, but this is going to get negated. Probably chain Tristaros. How do we just chain Firewall? I can see you chaining Firewall here, because that's the normal summon. There's nothing in the graveyard. If they activate something to summon from the hand, like a Sulfador or something, you just chain Appaloosa. But no, we're going to chain Baldrake. Which is pretty good. I see the play. They wanted to banish the Synchro 7. And they contribute the Lingaribo, they don't care about that. This is fine too. Am I the one lagging? Hopefully, yes. Hope it's not me. Yep, so now they're gonna go Skeletus, Chain, Baldrake. And then it's banished, which is pretty good. Wait, they didn't use it. Why didn't they use it? Did they choose to use Droll instead of the Roach against Malice? I think so. I think that must have been the decision, which seems really wrong. I think you would use the Maxi, see if it resolves, and if it doesn't, you can Droll. That would have been the better line, surely. But it might not have been. It might still be Ash, and this could be a top-decked Maxi. Yeah, they might have just drawn it. This should be pretty trivial OTK. Yeah, that was very strange. If it was the Maxi and the Droll, I think that was quite a big misplay. Must have been drawn, yeah. If it was drawn, then that means there's an Ash or something. But they haven't used the Ash at any point yet, so... Like, we used Max C, right? Lucas used Max C, and it didn't get ashed. So, I think it was just Max C and Droll, and they just messed it up. But it's fine. That's going to be another win for NDA. I imagine the other games are finished by now. No, they're not. Okay, they are. Yes, yes, they are. Okay. So Mordred won, and Flavio finally won. So let's watch Mermail win. Maybe it loses the coin this time, and that's how it's able to win. Because it doesn't break. Yeah, see? When you go second, you you don't lose. Interesting. Wait, actually, given that this is Scar, Flavio could still have won the coin. No, no, he didn't. Okay. Scar won the coin. And Mermail is gonna break this board. They're gonna Drill Beam Sekka, and then we can still play. As crazy as it sounds, the Mermail hand can still play. Hello, Plushy Bell. McDonald, yes. Yeah, this is going to be pretty swift OTK. Okay, so Scar loses that game. And Mordred also won. Poseidon plus Dragoons is crazy. It's the first game out of like 5 where they were able to do something, so... What is this, by the way? Maxi Nib, Impulse, Dormouse, Kolbai. Nice, nice hand, Mordred. The Maxi's result. Look at this. We're playing... Okay, so... this player has swapped. Guaxi has swapped to Crystron. This is their second deck, but it's Horus Crystron. I assume it's not Millennium. We're playing Horus Crystron with Chaos Hunter. This must be our anti-Malice deck. What deck is taking Millennium? That's a really good question. It might be none of them. It might be no deck taking Millennium. It might just be that they prefer Horus, which is weird. I think most players prefer Millennium. Or it could mean that there's Millennium in one of the other decks. Yeah, at this point we're just going to do full combo in main phase 2, so... Mordred is going to win this one. I'm going to assume that they win. Actually, they did have Chaos Hunter. They did have Chaos Hunter. So maybe we could watch that again. I forgot about the Chaos Hunter. So how does Mordred actually beat this? Serb just outs it, right? Yeah, but with only Dormouse as engine, what do you do from there? What do you do after that? Why did Mordred even go battle phase immediately? Did he forget about the destruction protection? You mean this? Each time would be destroyed by battle? I think he did forget about it, yeah. Okay, we went for access code. But access code can't destroy this. Do we play Cerberus? We do play Cerberus. How does Mordred win this? Oh, I guess you attack. Yeah, you attack first. Unfortunately that they didn't draw play. And now we just do whatever we want. Yeah. That was a strange duel. Anyway, this is match point for McDonald's. Let's watch Mordred again. Did opponent forget the destruction protection too? I don't know. They used the Maxi. I think they should have just let Mordred find out the hard way. That would have been funnier. So these 3 matches now, NDA has to come out on top. Otherwise the match is over. So they need to win 2 or 3 of these. We're using a Bestial on Link Dakota. Oh my god, we have Bell? Okay, that's kind of sad. Because one Bestial doesn't do much to Malice, and then having it get Belled, that's even more sad. Malice will fix the format, trust Mordred someday in 2025. He did say Malice was gonna fix the format. Oh, creative. We're going SP on our own monster. Exotic lines. Wait, when did we get impugned? Oh, we got impugned right at the start. Okay. And then we just had underground. Fair enough. So Mordred playing through 2 hand traps. Now what? Mordred? We summon Marcha. We normal summon Ash. Okay, we make Almirage. So we can go for Splash Mage. But what does this do? I guess it makes White Binder. Which is good enough. What's cool about normal summoning Ash in Malice is that you can add it back. When you go Firewall, bounce their monster, you can also target your Ash, right? if you have two co-links. So that's an option you can do. If they don't have another Ash, they could get the Ash back that way. Is this the same NDA as usual? Yes. It is. There's the Firewall. Classic end board. I like running Cherubini just to dump for Firewall later if there's an extra body. Yeah, this is a really good play. You could play Cherubini just to send Ash and then add it back if you have like so much gas that you can do that. It's pretty funny. Okay. So this is a lure. This must also be the Malice. Hello, hello. Imagine sending Maxi. Doesn't it only send level 3s? Pretty sure it's only level 3s. We're gonna negate Marcher, which is reasonable. Sprint can send a level 2 though. Think about that. Only one more negate. This isn't unreasonable to play through, but when we start using the Malice disruptions, it's going to be a lot. Goldsock is good. April makes new goo Malice with Sprint? I don't think so. I am not very good at Malice. I am still learning the basics. So we negate Chessy Cat, but the important Malices are still available, and the normal summon is still available. We have Underground. The deck is easy after putting a few hours in. You could say that about a lot of decks. But I like to learn things in a really big amount of detail. Did you pull any Royals for Malice? Well, kind of. I do kind of have a Royal Dormouse. Kind of. Okay, this White Binder is not banishing our opponent's cards. It's just going to banish our own. So it's not really a disruption. I guess the White Rabbit could be kind of a disruption. Malice is just combo into Vete Anaconda into Branded. That is a thing you can do, yes. So, can we set the trap here that banishes a card? Link lock? You're not locked into links. That's not a thing. What card locks you into links? Which card link locks you? All of them? What do you mean all of them? Also, you cannot special summon except links. Oh, okay. I never read that part. Yeah, we do set MTP. So now we do have a banish. And we're going to use it right away. Wait, why are we using it right away? What were we planning to do? I guess just banish Dormouse, right? because it's already triggered, so it would not come back. We have Ash for it, but we have Cold Buy for that. Yeah, the Dormouse is already summoned. I forgot about that. There's the Baldric that we knew about. The Firewall is still available though, right? They haven't used it, so... We banish the Dormouse, and nothing can really happen now. Because we still have Firewall. Versus one more Extender. Not even attacking. Oh, because they can't. Your opponent can only target Malice Link monsters. Match is over, McDonald's won. Crazy spoiler. Yeah, and Lucas scoops. So that is one more point for McDonald's. They only need one more. So out of the remaining 2 games, they only needed one person to win. And in fact, both of them won. So, let's watch Scar. Let's watch Scar sweep this up. Clean up the game. Clean up the match. Speaking of spoiling the match, I do need to, I should have like an overlay. That's a crazy hand, by the way. Crazy hand. I should put an overlay on so that you can't see the matches. Wait, Sky, you did the thing. You're playing Blue Eyes, of course. You did the thing where you set thinking you bricked, and then remember that you can make Spirit. You wanted to check Maxi. How is setting a card checking for Maxi? Surely normal summon is check for Maxi. Meanwhile, on this side, we have a lot of gas. Bone Party, Breakout, normal summon. It's pretty good. But I think we should stop it. We should actually stop this. Cold Buy goes crazy in response to Breakout. It's really, really strong punish. If they are toggled on, they can max you if you set a card. Yes, but people don't necessarily do that. What I'm saying is Scar should have normal summoned Vela first action. And we purge Bone Party because it can add, and that's going to be enough. Because this gets Ghost good. And even though they have no engine, we have a big Blue Eyes. We have a big fat Blue Eyes. They do have follow-up, so I guess if they, yeah, they don't draw an Extender, and now the Bell beats the Gadek. Unfortunate. There is a super poly though. Can we draw Sage? Okay. That's a pretty good top deck Scar. That's a pretty good one. You make Lightstorm to force the back row, playing around anything, pretty good. What? I'm not fat shaming anybody. What are you talking about? It's a compliment. Maxi, but like, who cares? What do we draw that could do anything here? We would need to draw like Druisworm. And that's not quite a Druisworm. So, Blue Eyes White Dragon direct attack wins the match for McDonald's. Good job, Scar, and good job, McDonald's. Wait, I updated the wrong one. This is a 3. This one is a 5. Which means this one is a 2. Okay, let's watch the last match just to finish it up. But yeah, the match is over. That was well played by all the players, I think. The only weird play was the Drizzle's decision, right? To not maxi Malice and draw them instead. That was the one thing that was kind of weird. McDonald's supremacy. I might order a cheeseburger, to be honest. Can you order everyone in chat a cheeseburger? I'm sure they would like that. So here we're doing a full combo. Full Crystron combo plus Ash plus DD Crow. But if any deck can break it, Momel's is okay. You know, Momel's pretty good at breaking. And they draw Neptibus. This is a decent hand. We're obviously gonna Ash this. Very well played, like when they both forgot about battle phase protection. That is also true. Both players did forget about battle phase protection. Those are the only two weird plays. Wow. Okay, so DD Crow goes so hard against Dragoons. One of the best targets for DD Crow. Because it's kind of like Cold Buy. Because you negate it and you get rid of it. I guess it's not quite as good as Cold Buy, but it's obviously a hand trap, so. And now they're just gonna lethal. GG Drizzles. Good job everyone on the McDonald's team. They have Mc1. And they won the last set 6-3. Let's have a look at some of the scores. Scar went 5-1 today. That's pretty good. Scar going 5-1. Well done, Scar. Mordred also 5-2, but one of those losses was like not a real loss. So also 5-1. Another successful day at work. Thank you for providing the service to all of us. Anyway, that's all that I'm going to stream for. I'm not going to do anything else. I like to do one thing at a time, so. I might stream again later, but probably just tomorrow. So yeah, stick around for tomorrow. I will just end the stream here. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you, Plushie. Oh, there's NAWCQ on right now, so you guys should go watch that. That seems more interesting than me. Let's raid Josh. I've never raided Josh before.